Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today we're hiking Half Dome in Yosemite National Park. Let's go! Good morning, good morning. It is 5 a.m. right now and we just started our hike to Half Dome. It's gonna be around a 10-hour hike. It's still dark as you can see, but yeah, we'll keep you updated. Let's start our journey with one of the most famous trails in Yosemite, the Mist Trail. This section is both stunning and challenging, and it's where your Half Dome adventure truly begins. The Mist Trail is named after the mist that rises from the waterfall along the route, particularly the spring and early summer when the snowmelt is at its peak. This mist creates a refreshing and sometimes drenching experience as you ascend. Be prepared to get wet. The trail steepens dramatically. You'll climb a series of granite steps, approximately 600 in total, known as the Mist Trail Case. At the top of the mist staircase, you will reach the brink of Vernal Falls. There's a railing here so you can safely look down at the waterfall as it plunges into the valley below. The power of the water is awe-inspiring, and it's a great spot to take a short break and refuel before continuing on. Next, the trail continues on to the Nevada Falls, another spectacular waterfall that stands at an impressive 594 feet. The hike from the Vernal Falls to Nevada Falls is about 2 miles and involves more steep climbing, but the views are well worth the effort. As you approach Nevada Falls, you'll notice the trail splits. You can either stay on the Mist Trail for a shorter, steeper climb, or take the Muir Trail for a longer, more gradual ascent. Most hikers choose to stick with the Mist Trail on the way up to experience the full power of the falls. The trail to the top of Nevada Falls is a bit less crowded than the lower section, and the terrain becomes more rugged as you climb higher. Once you reach the top, you will be rewarded with incredible views of the valley below and a chance to see a powerful flow of water from above. The area around the top of Nevada Falls is a popular spot for hikers to rest, have a snack, and enjoy the scenery. You'll find a large, flat granite area perfect for sitting and soaking in the beauty of Yosemite. But remember, you're only about halfway to Half Dome, so don't get too comfortable. After taking in the views at Nevada Falls, the Mist Trail merges with the Muir Trail, which you will follow for the next portion of the hike. This is where the crowds thin out and you begin to feel more immersed with the wilderness of Yosemite. The Mist Trail is an unforgettable part of the Half Dome hike, offering some of the most dramatic and beautiful scenery. It's a challenging climb, but the experience of hiking alongside the powerful waterfalls, feeling the cool mist on your face, and seeing the stunning views make it an essential part of the Half Dome adventure. We're at about mile 4 right now. Just made it up Vernal and Nevada Falls, and now we're on a longer, flatter segment, and then we'll loop back around to make our way to Subdome and then Half Dome. We just refilled our waters with our water filter at the river, fueled up, trying to stay on top of nutrition this time. And yeah, it is pretty chilly up here, honestly. Around 60 probably up here. And it is already about 7 a.m. So we'll see, but it feels really nice. Perfect day for hiking out. The Muir Trail continues to guide us through Little Yosemite Valley. The trail here is a gentle, sandy path, giving your feet a bit of a break from the rocky terrain. The valley is relatively flat, with beautiful meadows, clusters of trees, and a Merced River, and on your left, you even get a glimpse of Half Dome. Leaving Little Yosemite Valley, the trail begins to climb again. The trees start to thin out, and you will notice the landscape becoming rockier as you approach the base of Half Dome. The elevation gain starts to pick up here, and you will feel the incline as the trail transitions from dirt to granite. We're around mile 6 right now in a longer uphill segment, but it's not too steep, just gradually uphill until we hit Subdome pretty much.
Yeah, basically like a mix of sand and stone, some more technical parts.
As you reach the base of Subdome, the trail transforms into a steep granite staircase, signaling the final intense ascent before Half Dome. The path is narrow and exposed and demands focus as you navigate the tight switchbacks with nothing but breathtaking views all around. The climb is tough, but the anticipation of what lies ahead, the summit of Half Dome, keeps you moving. Every step brings you closer to the top where the infamous cables await. We just made it up Subdome and to the base of Half Dome. Now we're gloving up right here. The gloves are coming out. We're basically getting everything ready, and then we're heading up the cables. Yeah, the cables look really empty right now compared to the last time we did it. There are about 10 people total on the cables right now, which is really empty for them. I guess starting the hike at 5 a.m. is the perfect time. We have reached the final challenge, the Half Dome cables. Rising sharply up the granite face, these steel cables stretch for 400 feet, guiding you up a nearly vertical ascent. The climb is daunting, with nothing but cables and wooden planks between you and the sheer drop below. As you grip the cables tightly, you will feel the strain in your arms and legs, but the thrill of the climb pushes you forward. The wind may pick up and the granite can be slick, so take it slow and steady. The climb is intense and you are not alone. Other hikers are both ahead and behind you, each moving carefully and deliberately. The narrow path means you will often have to pause to let others pass, adding to the challenge. You can feel the tension in the air, a mix of fear and exhilaration, as everyone clings to the cables for dear life. With each careful step, the summit gets closer and the anticipation builds. Finally, as you reach the top, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking 360-degree views. The sense of achievement and the incredible views make every moment of the climb worth it. We made it up Half Dome, took us about 4 hours, pretty much, right around 8 miles. Headed back pretty soon, but for now we're just enjoying the views. After about 30 minutes of relaxing, taking in the views, sunbathing, and just refueling, and just enjoying our time up there, we decided to head back. Currently, there's this huge discussion about if harnesses should be required on the cables. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Do you think harnesses should be required on the cables, or should you continue to be allowed to go up the cables without a harness? Let me know in the comments. We made it back to the bottom of the cables safely. The hike of around 8 miles back to Yosemite Valley is mostly downhill and is pretty much exactly the same as the way up. As mentioned before, you have a couple different options, choosing between the Mist and the John Muir Trail, but you will notice that the trail is much more crowded now, especially when you get back to the Mist Trail around noon or 2 p.m.-ish. The trail is super busy and nothing compared to how it was in the morning at 5 a.m. Mile 11, we're taking a little break. All downhill, pretty much. We're gonna hit the meadow in a second. It's gonna be flat for about a mile, and then all downhill, down Nevada and Vernal Falls. All right, let's get to the ratings of this trail. So I think for Half Dome, starting with difficulty, for me, Half Dome is a 4.5. I think the cables are super technical and you really have to be careful. going up the cables, and even going up Vernal and Nevada Falls. Super steep and technical terrain. I think that makes it super hard, but at the same time, I think if you take your time, take it nice and slow, take many breaks, I think you can make it up.
I give the difficulty rating a 5. I would say just because there is like some kind of highly technical like pieces of the trail, of course cables being one of them, but alongside that just like there's very jagged rocks and roots and all that stuff that kind of makes it more technical and lots of switchbacks. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Moving on with the views category, I think the views don't get better than on this trail. Obviously the views from Half Dome are amazing. You can see the whole valley and even to the other side, Clouds Rest and all the stuff over there. But at the same time, you also see the waterfalls. The Mist Trail offers 2 of the most spectacular waterfalls in the world, and I think it has to be a 5 for me.
I would give the views a 5 just because there's so many different like diversity to the trail and variety. It's not just a hike uphill. We have the meadow, we have all the switchbacks on the granite steps, and then of course the cables. At the top of Half Dome, the view is like no other. You get to see the whole entire valley and everything that comes along with that, and it's really amazing. And then also just seeing Vernal and Nevada Falls.
Overall, the Half Dome hike in Yosemite National Park scores a 5 out of 5 stars for each of us. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.